All right, so if you may have noticed, different location. I am back in Southern California for one more night. Yes, one more night. So that means vacation almost over. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Nothing personal, but I just want to get back home. I've been away for what felt like years. But all in all, been a fun vacation. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Anyway, we're talking about the Miami Dolphins this morning. I did do a video with the Miami Hurricanes and how like my voice was kind of like a little bit weird because I feel just a little bit sick from allergies, but now I'm feeling just a little bit better and I feel a little bit more awake because as soon as I woke up, it was 6 in the morning where I was, and East Coast was like 9 a.m. So yeah, so right now I am awake and I'm prepared to do this last video on the West Coast, and then fly back out to the East. I do have one more sports vlog for tomorrow, and that's a surprise. There is one coming out tonight on my other channel, but for tomorrow it's going to be something special. I do believe you should take time to watch tomorrow. I don't know what time it's going to be uploaded though. I'm going to upload as soon as possible. Anyway, so Miami Hurricanes. Oh my God, Miami Hurricanes, they suck, right? So, the Miami Hurricanes, they lost to North Carolina Tar Heels. Miami Dolphins, they played Carolina Panthers. So this whole weekend was Miami versus Carolina. So, see what I did there? So let's see. Can we get revenge and take it out on their professional counterpart? Let's see. All right. So Carolina Panthers starts us off, and we go with Hubbard going up the middle for 4 yards. Bryce Young is their quarterback, and he's also former Alabama Crimson Tide QB. And guess who else was quarterback for QB of Alabama during the time? Tua Tagovailoa. So they know each other personally, as well as Jalen Waddle. So anyway, we start off with Hubbard going up the middle for 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Bryce Young got sacked for 8 yards. It was Bradley Chubb. It was a solo sack. 3rd and 12. Pass short to Chenault, and it was an 8-yard gang, and that forces a punt, 3 and out. So good stuff there. So what does the Dolphins do? So we got a banged up O-line, like we said. Terran Armstead is not coming back for another couple of weeks, and Connor Williams is out for this game. And we also have running back Devon Achane. Yes, now I got it right. Devon Achane. I pronounce it Achane or Achane. It's Achane. So yeah, now I got the name right. As you may know, I'm not good with names at all, as far as I know. So Achane is not playing this game, and he won't play till another few weeks. And breaking news coming out this morning, I didn't do a separate video because I was already going to a game, is that Jalen Ramsey, he's ahead of schedule. He could be coming back in November 19th. So really, really huge there for the defense. Oh, so huge. Either way, Tua starts off with the pass to Jalen Waddle for 2 yards. 2nd and 8, lost to 2 yards is Mostert. 3rd and 10, pass short up to middle for Mostert for 6 yards, and that forces a punt. So we get our 3 and out on our own. Okay, Carolina defense completely. This is part of the reason why some of the defensive backs just needs to step up the game. First down. Bryce Young passed the middle to Adam Thielen, former Viking, and we know how good he is. He got for 27 yards. That goes for the first down at the Miami 37. Just an awful coverage to Adam Thielen. To be fair, Adam Thielen is a great football player, but you cannot give up that many yardage like that, especially against a team like the Carolina Panthers, who are going through their rebuild. Hubbard rushed up the middle for 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Blackshear left ends for no gain. 3rd and 6. Pass short for Adam Thielen for 7. First down. No huddle there, so they go right away. Hubbard for 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Hubbard pushed to 19 yards. 1st and goal. Hubbard Touchdown penalty was on Miami for defensive offside, and we got Carolina going up by 7. That is the first rushing touchdown of the year, as far as I realize, for Carolina. And then it's our turn. What does Tua do? Pass short left to Jalen Waddle. 2nd and 3, Mostert for 2 yards. Third and 1. Excuse me. 3rd and 1. It was gonna be a trick play. It was gonna be a lateral. But that ended up being for Jalen Waddle. Lateral backwards pass, and Waddle just could not catch it. That ball was flung over to the sideline. That was considered a fumble because it's a backwards pass, and it was recovered by Mostert. I mean, just what was that on 2nd and 1? And then Bailey punts it away. Carolina goes up next. Bryce Young pass short right to Tremble for 21 yards. 1st and 10, Thielen for 11 yards. And these are short passes. This time, now we're going to talk about the run game. Shenault up the middle for 2 yards. 2nd 8, Blackshear up the middle for 9 yards. That's good for first. Hubbard rushed up for 4 yards. Hubbard again rushed for 7. That's good for the first. No huddle. Hubbard up for 4 yards. Blackshear ran up for 3 yards on the left. 3rd and 3, penalty on Miami for too many men on the field. That enforces the first down. I mean, come on. 1st and 8, pass. Now we talk about passes. Basically, the defensive pass rush has not been solid. I'm just telling you the truth. Bryce Young pass incomplete for Hurst, and then 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Adam Thielen for 8 yards. Extra point is good, and we have a 14-0 bowl game. Not good. That is not good. Now we go to the end of the first. Tagovailoa pass deep right to Tyreek Hill for 27 yards. Bam! 27-yard pass to Tyreek Hill. And that ends the first quarter. Okay. First and 10, Tua pass incomplete to Waddle. 2nd and 10, Mostert up the right for 7 yards. 3rd and 3, pass short left, complete to Barrios for 10 yards. That's good for the Miami's first down. I do apologize for the noise that I'm in the hotel, as you can tell. 1st and 10, short the middle for Tyreek Hill for 11 yards. That's good for first. Salvin Ahmed comes in to play over until Achane comes back. He carries it for 3 yards. 2nd and 7, Tua Tagovailoa. Pass left to Jalen Waddle for 14 yards. Good play there. Ahmed up the middle for 3 yards. He almost, but no dice, just no gain there. And then Tua pass to Mostert for 3 yards. So wide open to the right side. Mostert, touchdown. Now we're down by 7. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. So 1st and 10, Hubbard rush up for 4 yards. 2nd and 6, Bryce Young complete pass to Adam Thielen for 8 yards. That's good for the first. Bryce Young short left to Mingo for 10 yards. That's good for the first. Hubbard up the middle for 2 yards. 2nd and 8, incomplete to Mingo. 3rd and 8, incomplete to Chark. I apologize for the noise. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm not even gonna interfere. Anyway, 4th and 8. Okay, we need to talk about this play. So it's a punt formation. Hecker is the punter. We thought it was gonna be a punt. You know, it's how typical. They're 0-5, and they're gonna try anything. Oh boy, they legit freaking tried this. They did a fake punt and then pass it to Shenault for 7 yards, right? He almost got the first down, right? They almost got the first down, but his foot was out of bounds, right? He tried stretching the football to cross that line, the chains, and the referee said no, he was short. that they took a long time with this play. It was already a confirmed turnover and downs, right? Confirmed turnover. And then they said they were going to do a review. They're going to do an official review. And even then, that wasn't enough. Then they decided to take out the chains. And then even then, the referee puts the football to the spot where the ball was tackled or the ball was out of bounds when the foot was touched out of bounds. Where was the football? The referee said, put it to the spot, and then the chains comes out, the football just short. So that took a long time, but the play stood. The call stood. Even the chain even confirmed it was short. Now Carolina bench, including the head coach, was complaining about it, but the call was final. And man, now we played angry. Mostert just powers through everybody for 49 yards. 49 yards. And then Mostert up the middle for 4 yards. He didn't quite get there. And then Tua passes short left to Jalen Waddle for 4 yards. Touchdown, tie ball game. Oh yeah. He ended up scrambling to left to try to find someone, but Waddle was right there. Next up, 3-down punt not the Hurricanes. Oh my God. Panthers. Bryce Young pass short right to Chenault for no gain. Timeout called. Hubbard for 3 yards. 3rd and 7. Complete the Chark for 1 yard. Now Hecker punts the football. Alrighty. Alright, so now this drive. Pass incomplete to Hill. 2nd and 10, incomplete. 3rd and 10, complete to Jalen Waddle for 17 yards. Okay, good stuff there. Ahmed for 2 yards. 2nd and 8, incomplete. 3rd and 8, complete to Mostert. He gets us a first down, just barely. 1st and 10, Mostert for 2 yards. And I believe it was that play. It was one of the plays where, was it that one? Or was it a while before? He runs into Ingold. I think this happened a while ago. I think it happened a while ago. But basically, I think it was that play. I think it was that play where Mostert gets hit by his own man, Ingold, and he yells, "Damn, man!" He was like, "Damn!" All right. Anyway, all kidding aside, Ahmed carries for 2 yards. I think it was a previous possession. I forgot what it was. I think it was this drive. I think it was this drive. By the way, Ahmed for two more yards. 3rd and 6 to a deep pass right to Tyreek Hill for 41 yards. He is gone. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. He goes up to the photographer with an iPhone like this, and he records himself with a selfie, doing a backflip. Gives the phone back to the guy who was recording it. He's gonna get fined. I mean, no fun league. And he gets called for unsportsmanlike. I mean, come on, man. Other people, right? This is where it's frustrating. Other players around the league do so much more sillier, more egregious things to celebrate, and none of them were called fine. But him doing a backflip with the phone? Come on. Oh, and he even got fined for giving the football to somebody's mom, the kid's mom, or even the child itself. He wanted to specifically give the football to somebody in the crowd during that Giants game, and he gets fined for it. Not kidding you. Go look this up. It's bullshit and it's frustrating. Anyway, with all frustrating aside with Tyreek Hill celebration, Carolina trying to get some points back because they know that we get the ball back in the half, on the second half. So Bryce Young incomplete, 2nd and 10 incomplete, 3rd and 10 complete to Thielen for 16 yards. That could have been it. 1st and 10, Bryce Young pass short to Thielen again for another 16 yards. That's good for the first. No huddle. Pass right to Thielen again. Second and 3, incomplete towards the end zone. Incomplete there. And the pass was complete to Chark for 1 yard. And Carolina calls their timeout to get ready to kick a field goal. It was a 43-yarder, Pinheiro, 43-yard field goal, and that went wide to the right, and he ends up missing the field goal. I'm a little surprised by this. So the score remains 21-14 at the half, and we go to the third quarter. We start the third quarter, the second half, with a 3 and out. Tackle by Voya, incomplete all 3 times. Moving on. Bryce Young, pass short the middle for Thielen, pass complete for 5 yards. Hubbard rush the middle for 4 yards. 31 up the middle for 2 yards. That's good for the first. Incomplete to Marshall. Second and 10, pass short left to Thielen for 4 yards. Third and 6, Bryce Young sacked by Christian Wilkins. That is a 9-yard sack. And then they end up punting the football. So, first and 10, Mostert for 9 yards, just powers through like he always does. Okay. Mostert again for 4 yards. First and 10, no gain there, but penalty on Carolina for defensive offside. That gives us 4 more yards. So, better opportunity there. Mostert, no gain there. Second and 5, pass deep right to Tyreek Hill for 47 yards. Great play there. And that gives us the first down because he was tackled by Henderson. Tackle by Voya, pass short left to Waddle. I mean, at that point, I don't even think he was tackled. I think he ran out of bounds because at that point he ended up feeling something in his leg. I think it was his hamstring, where he felt something that is like a little bit painful, so they had to give him an IV. I think that was that play. But Waddle comes in. Well, he's always been in. 9 yards. Second and 1, pass short right to Ahmed for 9 yards. First and goal. Mostert for 4 yards. Okay. And then pass complete to Mostert. He freaking flew over. He flew over to the Carolina defense. He actually just jumped up in the air. He can fly. And then scores. He scores by flying over someone. He can fly, man. He can really fly. What a play. What a play there. And then scores a touchdown, 28-14. Oh man. Anyway, I think around this time there was a scrum. I think there was a scrum where people just like get together and then beat each other up. I don't know what happened. So it got physical after a while. Anyway, shotgun, Hubbard for 6 yards. Second and 4, Hubbard for 2 yards. Third and 2, pass deep right to Chark for 24 yards. First and 10, Carolina. Bryce Young pass short to Trimble for 4 yards. Second and 6, Hubbard push right for 5 yards. Third and 1, Hubbard up the middle for 2 yards. That's good for the first. First and 10, right guard up for right for 4 yards. Hubbard. Second and 6, Blackshear for 4 yards. Third and 2, incomplete to Chark. Fourth and 2, incomplete for Hurst. Okay then. So what happened? All right. So first and 10, Ahmed ended up rushing left for 7 yards. And then there was an injury for Luvu during the play. His return was probable. Tackle by Voya, pass deep right to Tyreek Hill. He came back from the IV, 24 yards. Ahmed up the middle for 2 yards. Second and 8, pass incomplete to Waddle. And then Franklin got hurt during that play as well for Carolina. Third and 8, pass complete to Barrios for 10 yards. First and 10, Mostert up the right for 11 yards. That ends the third quarter. First down at the Carolina side. Mostert ends up losing a yard. Second 11, pass deep, not so deep, short middle for Tyreek Hill for 13 yards. Mostert gets 8 yards. Second and goal, incomplete, but penalty was on Carolina for a pass interference. So half a distance to the goal we go. Mostert, no gain there. Second and 1, incomplete. Third and goal, up the middle, and it's Mostert. He rushes up the middle, try to get one in, and then he gets one in. And that by the time, that goal is now 35-14. So now we're running away with this over the Carolina Panthers. And the defense comes up clutch too. Bryce Young, short left to Mingo, 36 yards. Not 36 yards. They're at the Carolina 36, 11 yards, I should say. No huddle. Bryce Young sacked by Christian Wilkins, 10-yard loss. Second and 20, pass short left to Hubbard for 2 yards. Third and 18, again, he got sacked. This time was Sellier. And then Sellier got hurt during that play. His return was probable as well. So he got sacked there, and man, that was just a good defensive play. And then Mostert rushed up the middle for 13 yards. Okay, are we getting somewhere? Not really. Tua passes to Waddle for loss of 2. Second and 12, pass I meant for no gain, and then incomplete after that. Miami punts. Turnover on downs is Carolina because they couldn't get the first down afterwards at their own 40. I mean, at that point, Carolina has to go for it. So Hubbard goes up the middle for 5 yards. Second and 5, Bryce Young pass short to Thielen for 6 yards. First and 10, Bryce Young sacked for 11 yards. However, penalty was on Miami for defensive holding, then forces 5 yards. Damn it. First and 10, pass short to Hurst for 16 yards. First and 10 again, Bryce Young incomplete for Thielen. Second and 10, incomplete. Third and 10, incomplete. And now we get the fourth down, turnover on downs, incomplete. And then Phillips comes back in and plays. I forgot to mention that. Now Mike White takes over for Tua. It's a right thing to do. We got a huge game against Philadelphia next week, and then because they lost to the Jets, they're going to play angry. So I think it was a good time. I think at that time, I thought it was a good idea to bench Tua and put in Mike White because it was still a hard game to play against Philadelphia. Even at that time, they were undefeated, which now they're not because they lost to the Jets. Mike White comes in, and then Chris Brooks comes in as well, the rookie, trying to make some shine in. He gets 4 yards, timeout Carolina. They're going to use it. Chris Brooks loses 4 yards. And then Mike White throws a pick six. Yeah, pick six. It was intercepted by Troy Hill, not Tyreek Hill, Troy Hill. That's 61 yards. Just cannot do that. You just cannot do that at all. So Chris Brooks, so we try again. Chris Brooks comes in again for no gain. For second and 10, Chris Brooks gets 28 yards, so he's doing well. Chris Brooks again. Now, this is where we had first and goal. And by the way, I should mention Carolina did an onside kick, and then they didn't even try to advance. So yeah, that is definitely not good there. That's definitely not a good onside kick. Anyway, because the onside kick has to go over 10 yards, and that was just 7. Anyway, first and goal, Chris Brooks for 1 yard. Second and goal, Chris Brooks again for loss of yard, and then he got hurt, and then he ends up getting hurt. Great. He did too much, and he got hurt during the play. He is out. So who else has to come in? It's Ahmed. He ends up getting a rushing touchdown for 9 yards, and it's now 42-21. Miami, that would be the final score. The end of the game, Bryce Young pass to Blackshear, 2nd and 6. Blackshear for 2 yards. 3rd and 4, incomplete. 4th and 4, this would have been 3 and outs, but they go for fourth, and that was incomplete to, I just lost it, damn it. Give me 1 second. By the way, it was a turnover on downs. Carolina, it was incomplete. Okay. It was incomplete, just right off the spot. And then Mike White takes a knee 3 times. Boom, that's your ball game. So, in terms of passing, Tua 21-31, 262 yards, 3 touchdown passes. Excuse me. For Mike White, he gets picked off once. So okay, he didn't throw a lot, but that one throw, it was pick six by Troy Hill. Okay, anyway. So Tua got himself a great day. Bryce Young, he had a pretty okay day. Everything else just wasn't there. So Bryce Young, 23 to 38, 217 yards, one touchdown pass. That one touchdown pass was to Adam Thielen. Johnny Hecker gets not a touchdown, but he gets a pass in. That was that fake punt that happened in was it the second quarter? It was the second quarter, yes. So Miami's rushing. Miami's rushing is big. It's huge, to say the least. Even if Devon Achane, right, is out for a couple of weeks, this running game is still solid, especially Mostert just being a monster running back. But Hubbard got himself a pretty good day too. He has a rushing touchdown. That's probably the first of the year for Carolina's rushing. 19 carries, 88 yards. Raheem Blackshear had himself an okay game as well. For Miami's rushing, like I said, 17 carries, 115 yards for Mostert. He's a monster. 2 touchdowns for the rushing. And then 1 touchdown pass he got was him flying. He flew. He's a Dolphin. He flew over someone. That's crazy. Anyway, Ahmed got himself a touchdown rush from the end of the game, and hopefully Chris Brooks is okay for next game. For receiving, Adam Thielen, no surprise there. He's been great for the Vikings, and then coming into Carolina, he's still pretty good. He has 11 receptions and 115 yards. He got himself a touchdown pass. His longest was 27 yards. And as for everyone else, they had it okay. They were pretty okay, but the defense was a little bit better after the first quarter. And for Miami's receiving, no surprise there. 6 receptions, 163 yards for Tyreek Hill, 1 touchdown pass. That was that phone selfie backflip. Jalen Waddle gets himself a touchdown pass with 7 receptions and 51 yards. Berrios gets 20 yards with 2 receptions. Raheem Mostert gets a touchdown pass. That's when he flew. Ahmed, and pretty much it. Now, there were 2 fumbles. Right? Mostert picked up the fumble from Tua's lateral pass. So not much damage after that, although that damage was that touchdown drive. But anyway, no interceptions for Miami Dolphins. One pick six was Troy Hill. That was the Mike White one. And no kickoff returns, but there was one chance with Berrios with the punt returns, and I think everything else was just fair catch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the box score. Now for the team stats, of course, total yards for offensive is 424 for Miami, 296 for Carolina, and passing plays 262 for Miami, 188 for Carolina, rushing 162 compared to 108 that Carolina has. Sorry. And there was only 6 penalties. 6 penalties in this game. Only 6. So thankfully we didn't have too much referee involvement in this game. I think all of us could agree that lack of referee involvement is a better game. 3 penalties for each team. Miami got the worst of it with 25 yards there, and one defensive touchdown again was that Troy Hill one. 296 total yards, like I said, 23 first downs for Miami compared to 21 that Carolina has, and Carolina just edges out the possession time compared to Miami, and that's your ball game, and it happened at Hard Rock Stadium. And coming up next is a big test against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to play angry, and it's going to be on Sunday Night Football. So, tough game. It's going to be a tough game. Do we have enough? Do we have enough to beat Philadelphia Eagles? We're about to find out next week. So, let's see what happens with Connor Williams Let's see what happens with Xavier Howard. Let's see what happens with Claypool. And also let's see what happens with Chris Brooks. We'll see what happens. Everything's up in the air right now. Hopefully they come back and then they play better. But anyway, there you go. There you go. That's your recap for week number 6. Week 6 has been pretty good. Now for other Miami teams, it's been, by the way, anyway, there you go. That is a recap for this week for Miami Dolphins. If you have enjoyed this video and the game, please hit the like button, subscribe more content because Miami TG has it back. And when he does, hit me right there with your fair entertainment you deserve. That's it. You're not going to see any more West Coast videos after this one. And I think that's for the better of it. Anyway, I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next time for more Miami TVG recaps, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for Florida Panthers recap. I'll probably be very, very tired, but you know what? I don't care. I want to do this YouTube job. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Go Dolphins, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.